pandemic is no gimmick, can't stick together. Fancy on one deep, different type of fella. Hard white or yellow, get it by all means. Late 70s, early 80s, vintage and all clean. Nigga, I'm ballin', get it all lean. If you rapping, you from Houston, then fuck it, we all teams. Stick with the beam when it's time for flex. I'ma see you on these streets, so I demand respect. Game owe me a check, so I'm going for mine. Late night, like a break light, I got to shine. Game fine is rhyme, but then that comes with age. Halftime, my life as I turn the page. Let me out the cage, so it's time to spit. Realness off a hit on some gangster shit. If you hating, no debating, and I can't lie. They can kiss my back pockets till my pants on fire. Bye. Car big, house big, everything big. Got my new kicks, pro fit, everything lit. Car big, house big, everything big. Got my new kicks, pro fit, everything lit. I ain't ticklish, nigga, and my pockets ain't funny. You been out here all day, you can't get shit from me. Plus your style is bummy, and I like to be player. I'm a super unlayer, I'm sipping drink with the mayor. In my car watching TV, and we smoking Havanas. It's another hot summer, say man I'm done with the drama. You get the rain and the thunder, got 100 round drummer. Clap on him and his mama, now tell his gal I'm a plumber. I'ma cop a few things, I'ma sell a few songs. You ain't feeling my hits, say nigga leave me alone. Cause you boys are slaves and you waiting on your master. You want a blessing from God, but you don't know who the pastor. You want the shit to come faster, you might have to wait. Then
What's up, y'all? This SlabOGsTV. You know, subscribe to the channel, SlabOGsTV. We got another OG in the building right here. Right now we in Alameda Plaza. You know, Hiram Clarke, the birth of this slab thing, the slab movement, that the culture that we all love. So, you know, introduce yourself.
What's up, man? It's your boy Too Fancy. Y'all remember me? You know, I'm talking about bone hard nigga.
And tell me how it was, you know, coming up over here in Alameda Plaza, you know, growing up.
Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I grew up over here as a kid, man. My mom's used to work and go to school, so she wasn't really home all the time. But she entrusted me with a couple of the OGs like Rockamo, Funky Bump, especially Funky Bump. You know, Caveman, Smuts, Lil High. You know, and Chauncey go like Lil High. And a couple of them cats that she would entrust me with while she be working. When she get off work, she go to school and vice versa. So she growing up around here, man, little skinny nigga, you know, ain't had no big brothers and sisters, ain't had no dad, so you had to kind of tie in with some people that was already connected and people that was already known around here.
Yeah. And tell me about how the neighborhood was, you know, just the whole Hiram Clarke. How was it in the 80s and the 90s, you know, this the birthplace, this was Smitty, where the slab was created at, so.
Yeah, man, see, one thing about the slab, and you know, people get offended, man, and you can't please everybody when you be doing these interviews, but I just be spitting. I'm gonna tell the truth. People been fixing up cars before I could drive, you know what I'm saying? People had nice cars, and when I first moved over here, like the pimp type people had Fleetwood, 30s and Vogues. They had a nice car with all the wraps around the steering wheel, and we be like, you know, that was the shit to us. But when the game had changed, when you had like Smith, you know, Big Sterling, Kenny Bell, different people came out and they brought these cars out all around the same time.
Was all these people from Hiram Clarke?
The key nigga was from Hiram Clarke, but it was niggas like from everywhere.
Yeah.
When they made the movement, it was like you had Lil Larry from South Park, you had Kenny Bell, Sunnyside, you know what I'm saying, Sterling, Sunnyside, Sterling, Hiram Clarke, but you had Stephon, Sunnyside. You had different people from different places, but they rock with my big homie, God bless the dead, Carl Smith, you know what I'm saying? And when the nigga brought his car back, you know, cars was sitting high, or they was sitting a certain way, and it was like inches. You can get away with inches, but man, when he came back and put it on the slab, dropped the low to the ground, give your car that definition look, he put them swangers on there, you know what I'm saying, man? He cut the top off, took the door knobs off, man. The paint job was, I mean, when he came back, man, when you roll up in them cars, man, and you look down, them cats roll up, they're gonna catch your attention. Don't give a damn what age you is. Don't give a damn what's going on, man. You gonna take a second look when they came out with them cars. You know?
So was Smitty, cause you know, just this being the birth of what a slab kind of got its origination from, was Smitty the one that put it out there? Like
Smith was the one quarterbacking that shit, man.
Okay.
Because he rolled up And he was boasting and he was talking shit about it. Like, man, watch, we finna come out, y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was. A lot of people that said that. I put my car in the shop, boy, you just watch.
Yeah.
So, you know, when he was saying it, people would listen to him. We drinking and shit. We was all hang on Buffalo real tough, or we'd be right up here at the park in the townhouse. We sit there talking that shit. You know, niggas pull up, say they got their car in the shop. That was a known thing people say, but he kept saying, watch. And man, that man come out, man, when that man came through, I'm talking about he had a convoy. You know, they was all on the ground, man. I'm talking about Kerry Barnett from motherfucking Raphael off Yellowstone. I'm talking, he fucked with everybody, man. These boys came through. When they came through, man, it made people want to change their game up about fixing their car. It made people want to step that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And when he came out, when them cats came out, shit, niggas start saying, man, I want me one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bullshit you not.
And I know, you know, now the term is called swingers, but back in the day it was called elbows. So where did the name elbows come from?
It's crazy that we in the plaza because my big homie, man, Bowleg Randy, little old short crazy ass nigga grew up out here, man, our peoples. And Randy boated up a coupe de view. You know what I'm saying? He had a 77 Riga that was clean, but he boated up a coupe on the motherfuckers, man, and he always would let his window down and stick his arm out the window, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he said, my rims sticking out like my arm, he said my elbows sticking out like my rims. And, you know, it was a term that we kind of joked around, but he come through be so clean, and he'll always fuck with you. When he ride by you, he gonna stick his arm out of there and come through, and before he hit that corner, he fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? So it's stuck. And then a lot of cats like, man, I gotta buy me some elbows, you know what I'm saying? So we quit calling them wire rims or whatever. Crazy. We just started calling them elbows. So it caught on like fire, you know what I'm saying?
Dang. So what year was this?
Man, this was like 82, 83, 84 round off in them years, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you got a lot of people always saying, I used to get in debates with people that say that they brother was the first one to do this and that and the other, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, all you gotta do is check a nigga age. So and if a nigga ain't 55 and up, 54, 55 and up,
you're not an originator.
You can't be saying you the first one done something because I ain't had a license. I sat on the sideline and peeped the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm close up on this shit. I'm watching this shit. So if I'm talking to a nigga, he 30 and he say his brother 45 years old and his brother started it, you know, for the sake of argument, I'm just saying to myself, man, he don't really know what he's talking about. Now, your brother might have started some shit, but he ain't start this shit because I watched these niggas, I watched this game, this part of the game unfold, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, what made, Hiram Clarke just so different from the rest of the South Side?
Well, to my knowledge, man, we was really over here on our own shit. But we didn't really know we was on our own shit. We thought everybody was on the shit we was on till we started visiting different neighborhoods and going to different parties and shit.
So was Hiram Clarke more of a faster neighborhood than the rest of the neighborhoods on the South Side?
For us putting your hands on some shit, like other hoods will piece up and they hustle. They flip work, you know, they hustle. These would be crews and shit. Cause I got kinfolk stay off Bell Dart, Martin Luther King. So I used to spend the summer in South Park, you know what I'm saying? Over here, a motherfucker go get some shit right quick. You know what I'm saying? You get dropped off in the wealthy neighborhood, shit, an hour, 20 minutes later, nigga back over here on. You waiting to talk to the jury, man, and different things going on. The next thing you know, nigga go buy a car the same day. Nigga go buy a couple of cars the next day. You got white boys or a nigga owe you for so much shit a nigga done cashed off on jury and different shit. So when we used to fall into the parties, niggas used to jam up and say, man, who y'all getting that work from? Who y'all scoring from? And we used to be, especially me and my homie Eric Evans, he locked up right now. Eric Evans, me and Eric B and different cats in my bracket like CC and Boom, you know, we was fucking around and we would be in the club like, what? And niggas would get mad because we ain't pitching out no names and no numbers about no work. Man, we ain't fucking with no work. Matter of fact, we gonna roll up some work. You know what I'm saying? We feeling good, pocket full of money, man. We got like $700 worth of clothes on for just one night. We sit outside, roll up a motor, fire that bitch up. Nigga, you got something? Man, let me get that. We crunch that shit up. We get high, niggas sit back and look at our car clean. Niggas say, nah, man, I want to know where y'all getting your shit from. We looking like, getting what shit from? Cause they looking at the clothes. You know a nigga mama ain't bought you all that shit.
Yeah.
average nigga got a mom and daddy working in the house, you gonna get you some school clothes, nigga. You get about 1 pair, 2 pair of shoes, this and that, another. They seeing this shit we got on all in one night. Niggas said, man, them niggas flipping work, man. We ain't fucking with no work. At that time, we ain't fucking with no work. You know, it's Rolex bandit type shit going down, auto theft shit going down, this and that. But we weren't fucking with no work. We weren't even interested. So that's how I knew that we was rolling different, because I grew up with niggas had 2, 3 slabs, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? It was a standard. You know what I'm saying? So when you go across town, you see a nigga somewhere piecing up one car, which ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? But niggas say, yeah, man, that's your car? You know, I got 77 Thunderbird, I got Rivera, you know what I'm saying? Me and my partner put together a MC. It wasn't nothing. It's like, it wasn't really nothing to us until we go party with other people.
So, you know, this was like early, mid-'80s, so I don't know, like, you know, around when Mr. Davis started selling the wheels, but how was y'all getting y'all wheels that early?
Man, motherfucker was stealing shit, man.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Davis, them my partners over there. You know, Chris, Vicky Day, them my partners, you know what I'm saying? So they was holding down. You gotta have your bread to be going over there fucking with them. You had to have your chips up to fuck with them. Niggas I grew up with plat cars fast than a motherfucker, man. Nigga get in your car, you think he had the key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the art of it. That if you can get that shit fast and get on about your business, shit, man, nigga go get 4, 5 sets of motherfucking rims in one night.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of niggas I was fucking with, niggas was on that shit, man. The niggas I grew up with were on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it made you feel left out if you didn't participate in some form or fashion with the shit. Cause after a while, you'll be a nigga like, man, my mom and them say, don't fuck with the white folks shit, man. You know, you grew up a certain way. But shit, that pressure at the school high. Yeah. You be in school, man, been having a little gal that y'all been dating and walking and holding hands and all this shit. But when that bell ring when school over with, them niggas outside sticking, it's a whole nother situation. That culture, that shit took over, man. Teachers, female teachers outside standing watching these niggas tip down through this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, you like, man, fuck all that. I gotta get me some wheels. Cause you can't, you know, it's gonna be hard to hold your little gal, nigga. You got niggas rolling up, hopping out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I used to have a feeler warm up on in the shoes, in the draw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the schoolhouse, people know you on, cause man, this nigga was dressed like this yesterday, man. This nigga dressed like this today. After a while, they gonna put this shit together, man. These little motherfuckers got something going on, you know. Yeah.
So tell me about the first time you bought, or you know, not even bought, just got your first set of wheels and put your first car together.
Well, I used to be getting wheels and shit all the time, cause like I say, my friends crimey motherfuckers. But my first car, I bought it from a cat that I already had fixed it up. I bought it 74 colors from Pickett Brother, Kenny Ray, my partner. I was in love with the car because it's my first car, you know what I'm saying? But my car that I can say that I felt like I was on the slab and I could turn heads, I had an 83 Riviera.
83 Riviera.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how you how clean it was, how it looked.
Well, it was different from other niggas shit. And at the time, everybody wasn't really rocking like that. Mm-hmm. Then after a while, you start seeing a couple of cats surface up with the Rivies and the L-Dogs. But at the time, I had gotten into a situation where my car got shot up real bad. And the police got that motherfucking tore it up because it was some form of investigation going on. Yeah. But what was going on is that was some random shit went on. So my car didn't have nothing to do with what they was looking for, but they still had to go through they shit. So when I got the car back, I was so distraught because I was in love with the motherfucking car, and it's looking fucked up. You know, it was a charcoal gray, and then I sprayed it the white diamond, that pearl white, and it made it pop. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put a rag on it and bolt it up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I used to ride in that car, after I got it redone, it's just the attention from people, man. Motherfuckers like, damn, you know, I could just go down the street, go get something for my mom's, or just shoot down the street and go link up with the homies. But niggas used to look and be like, say, man, that motherfucker clean, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's that feeling. If you're a real slab rider, it's the feeling of the attention that some you put together that you on the road with, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And people, that's what draw me to the slab, man, because I used to ride with the homies before I had a nice car. And man, niggas I fuck with had clean ass shit, man. And I'm talking about you pull out and get on that road, you get on that pavement and get down the street, man, motherfuckers looking, man, I'm talking about white folks. I used to ride around with Eric Evans, like I said, you know, Eric B. You know what I'm saying? I used to ride around with niggas on the slab, man, Ronnie Coleman. God Bless the Dead, Rick with the Bird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Georgia Boo. Man, you know, True Blue, man. You been a corner with them niggas, man. Them cars clean, man. It's the attention that you get. You didn't have to conversate with a girl. If you a shy nigga didn't know what to say to a girl, man, you pull up, hop out that motherfucker with that Neiman Marcus on, man, and it just was automatic. Man, my homegirl like you, and later on you know me. It didn't make no motherfucking difference. We outside holding, you know what I'm saying? So that slab shit, it's addictive. For sure, yeah.
So what was the feeling it was when you was to put your car together? Everybody know who you are. Everybody know who you are. You know, you putting up schools, you putting up the clubs, you know, all that. How did that feel just in that era of having them cars?
Man, like that feeling you talking about, I used to get that feeling from rocking with Jimbo, Piggy, like White Boy Glenn, and they used to always pull out on Sundays and like hit the club with like Jonathan Coleman. That's my family. Like you hit the club with them cats, man, pull up. It's just that rush of attention. It's kind of like if somebody was a sports athlete, like a star athlete. You know, everybody on the team, but it's a handful of people on the team that folks want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to pull up with them cats, man, and just on a hood level in this city. And a lot of people say they was holding back in the day, right? But see, if you had some shit, you gonna be where the shit at. Man, we fade that Deucem Park. You know what I'm saying? Deucem, if you got something, where you at? Anybody holding, anybody moving and grooving, anybody got shit going down, you gonna be where the shit at. Galveston. Man, who holding ain't at Galveston? You know, the skip days and all that. Where you at, man? So I talked to cats and said, nigga, my brother was holding. I'm like, well, who he was? Because if you a known name figure, you going to be at these spots. People going to see you all the time. That's how you made friends with people. That's how I made friends with niggas from 3rd Ward. You know what I'm saying? Niggas from South Park. And that's how you make friends with niggas, because you keep being at the spots. You pulling up. Your people's pulling up. Y'all socializing, passing phone numbers. Man, my homegirl cut for you, man. My sister want to talk to your friend. And this and that. That's how this shit goes. So when niggas be naming people, and I don't know who you talking about, and then my big homie them don't know who you talking about, that's just some shit you was probably doing on your street.
Yeah.
Over here, if you holding, you get outside where the shit at. You gonna be where the shit at. McGregor Park, man. What about that McGregor Park on Sundays, man? If you got a clean car, you gonna leave that bitch in the garage this Sunday. The sun out, everybody at the park.
Yeah.
So I, you know, a lot of times, like I said, I get in them debates with people always talking that shit about they folks was doing this and they was the ones, man, hey man, you know, probably was true, but if y'all went outside moving and grooving, Smith, Kenny Bell, you know, BT, them boys was everywhere. Ronnie Coleman, them boys was everywhere. So shit, you know, what are you talking about? Chris George, God bless the dead, them man, them folks touching shit where they touching it where it's at. I'm in the car with them niggas, I'm getting out this car, full, getting in another car. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make sure I get to the house, but I'm seeing everything I see riding in Parker. God bless the dead. You got Bubba Twins and them. Toast. These folks outside, man. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas be talking to me, I just be looking like, all right, I ain't seen you, man. Yeah. And if I roll up and you don't know who I am, either it's an age difference or you or your peoples went outside like that.
So tell me, you know, when you saying being outside and hitting the slab, if the person in the side of town fixed up a car back then, where was the main places they was hitting?
You're going to have to hit that Deucem Park. Yeah. You're going to have to hit McGregor Park. You're going to hit that Westheimer. You know what I'm saying? Man, South Main was so motherfucking live. What people don't understand, man, South Main was so live, man. Camden's was a small-ass happy hour place that people celebrated in the daytime. Yeah. Astros, the Oilers. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, Thursday and Friday, Saturday night, if you holding, you finna hit that whole Main all the way till you get to damn near the medical center and come back up through that motherfucker, man. And between that route, you gonna run into some more people moving and grooving, niggas that shakers and got shit going on. You gonna trade some numbers. If you into whatever them niggas, y'all gonna get it on. If y'all into this here, you go, hey man, let me get your number, man. I'm gonna holler at you. I'll beep you later on. Whoop the whoop. If you a Rolex bandit ass nigga, you gonna socialize with some bandit ass nigga. If you a bird flipper and y'all be cooking that shit and this and that and other, while y'all laughing and partying, y'all gonna trade information and that's, so you know that, man, oh man. Woo, we man, Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain clubs and different shit was popping like all around this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga fade that Fundra. Them boys on Fundra with Wild Wild West. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot of the the dope shit was popping off around there. They ran their Jaguars and hustling and flipping shit and this and that and other. So, like I say, you're gonna be seen on some form of fashion if you're a person that's a mover or groover. Even if you're a nigga with a good job, you got a clean ass motherfucking ride, and you in the mix and you known for something like some kind of way, you gonna be seen in the mix. You gonna pull out. You ain't gonna have no nasty ass slab at your house, and you gonna pull out and go bend a cone and fuck with some people that's on the same shit as you. So I don't be rocking with them stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't see you outside, my peoples ain't see you outside, and the people that's still alive that ain't dead or locked up, we can file in somewhere right now. You gonna see automatic, man. What's up, man? You know, like if I see Charlotte, man, it's gonna be love, man, because I watched Charlotte being outside as a female on her note, slab riding, one deep, ain't scared. Back when they was taking cars and jacking it, that shit was real bad at one while. Charlotte show up at the function, a female outside holding. You know what I'm saying? So if I see these people right now today, it's gonna be love. Ain't nobody gonna pull me to the side and say, nigga, who you at? What you talking about? I'm affiliated, man. People remember me, I remember them. It's respect. Yeah. If you really was out here moving around, you know.
So what was the neighborhood? What was the main neighborhoods that had, I don't want to say the most slabs, but that was just known to okay, you know, Hiram Clarke doing it, South Park doing it, Sunnyside doing it. Like, what was the main neighborhoods in the whole city of Houston that, you know, people knew had slabs?
Shit, if like folks would come out of town and they be like, man, I want to see the cars. You, South Park, you catch that Martin Luther King on Sundays, you gonna see people from everywhere. Like I say, a motherfucker be from the north side, you know, from deep in the west, deep in the west, because they want to bring their shit out and test it up against what's going down. So they gonna come to where the function's at. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that Martin Luther King, man, it was a lot of clubs and different shit popping. But if you just want a nigga that's a club person, but you want to show your car, you gonna fuck with that MLK on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody outside that got a car that's respected and fuck around like that, you gonna pull that bitch out on Sunday. Even if you a nigga that you don't really want to be in the mix and you don't want to be bothered with this, and you gonna come down Martin Luther King. Yeah. I won't give a damn, man. I have family on Belledore. Man, we'll come from, you know, where we be at and change our clothes, man. We'll walk. They stay 4 houses from the corner and just stand there and look at all that shit. Now, mind you, my uncle and them got shit in the driveway. I had a big cousin, Willie Ray, holding. My uncle, L. Dot, holding. But we just walked down there to the corner, drank, talk shit. Everybody been in that corner, like right around the corner from Big Metro. Shout out to Metro, man. You know what I'm saying? Them cats over there, man, that Martin Luther King was dangerous, man. Yeah. And if you want on your shit, it's gonna show. Yeah. On Martin Luther King, that shit, the best of the best gonna pull up. If you coming, nigga gonna give you your respect. If you on your way, you looking good, you on your way, they gonna give you your respect. But if you don't know what to do, it's gonna show on Martin Luther King. So this nasty shit be on Martin Luther King, man.
And just to go back, you know, you said a minute ago that you had your Rivian that had got shot up. What was, if you could speak on it, what was the situation on that?
Man, me and one of my homeboys, man, we was young, man, just got into some type of road rage type shit, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't road rage with us because we slow boogie, you know, we tipping down. You know, before Screw, we used to be on them Daryl Scotts like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You grab you a good Daryl Scott, man, one of them dying, them gold bags, nigga, and ride. Be blowing, sipping on that cold ass being, I think it was some motherfuckers that didn't like how we was enjoying ourselves. And we weren't in the passing lane. You know, we were in the lane where you can do the speed limit and crawl down, you know. And motherfuckers just weren't feeling. They could have went on about their business, but they just was fucking with a nigga, you know. So, young and shit, you know, young nigga ain't gonna take too much to get the shit going. So we said some shit back and forth. They said some shit. We weren't really out until all that hoorah and shit. But I was upset because you trying to disturb my motherfucking groove, man. We ain't bothering you. And I always look younger than what I am, man. I'll be 54 years old June the 1st, right? So you can imagine if I'm 21, 22, I don't really look my age. So I guess they was like, man, these motherfucking kids, I'll beat their ass, you know what I'm saying? So they was trying to like get us off the road, and I ain't feeling none of that shit, man. Don't fuck with my car, don't scrape up against my seat, and that shit went down kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't hurt us, but they fucked my car up. Yeah. And that hurted me though. Yeah. And shit, I drove around like that for a couple of days, and I put it in the shop and got it fixed. But the Laos took the car and kept it. And when I got it back, I just got it all redone and everything. But that was my baby. That rig was clean, man.
I know a minute ago you just mentioned that y'all was banging them Darryl Scott tapes. And eventually I went to the Screws. Just tell me when did the Screw come into play and what did it mean to the Slab back then?
Oh man, well shit. My situation with Screw is different because I used to get fucked up. And man, I smoked that shit, man. I had a high tolerance for, alcohol and weed and shit. So it can't be no anything get me high. So one of my little partner, Baby Stump, introduced me to, used to smoke that amp water. This ain't no motherfucking cigarette dipped or no shit like that. I'm talking we get fire-ass weed and dunk that whole, drain it, put it in the freezer, let it chill for a little while, some foil paper. And that shit used to be so potent, it'd be 7 of us can smoke one of them motherfuckers. Nigga, your ass gonna be high. I don't give a fuck if you do push-ups and go running back and forth, try to bring that shit down, you're gonna be high. So when I used to get fucked up like that, the only thing that I could identify with was the Screw music. Cause Screw would chop that shit up, and that was just the page I'm on, you know what I'm saying? So I give me one, blow a little bit, and jam that Screw music. So I already, before I got introduced to Screw personally, I liked the music cause I get fucked out, you get high and get full, and it got so bad that I ain't want to listen to nothing but Screw music, man, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I jumped on the Screw bandwagon, cause I get full, and the way he was slowing it up and bringing back the main quotes and shit, I was in that zone with that shit. And a couple of my niggas that was in my circle, we was all on the same page. We'll pile up in my shit, nigga, just because we finna bend some corners and jam this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but later on, I got introduced to him a few times. Cool cat, man, ain't a hating bone in this man's body, man. For this nigga to play, man, this nigga will play a local joker that ain't nobody heard, and then he'll play like Cube and the hot people, you know. But the point I'm making, this nigga will go home and listen to your shit. Yeah. So how he knew what to grab if he ain't taking time out to actually listen at your shit? You know what I'm saying? He got a project from me and my partner Jay Slabs, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lil Reg and Boo, you know, man. And me and them had some words about, I went on the road with Big Mello. I come back, I say, niggas was sticking CDs in their car. You know what I'm saying? It fucked us up. Nigga had a CD changer with a remote, like playing all these. He can go to a song, So when I got back, we did a car show, and Screw boot was a boot over from our boot, Interrogation Records. And I say, Screw, man, if you can make that shit sound like you do on them tapes, like on the CD, I said, hey, man, this and that. No, I'm just excited because I'm fresh off the road. Like, it was on a Sunday. We just got back on a Sunday. Screw was like, say too, man, baby, the great tape going down, man. You know, he took it to know we going back and forth. I'm like, nigga, I'm telling you, man, if you can put that shit on that people don't understand. That's how I got on Screw 3 in the morning. People don't even understand how I got on 3 in the morning, you know, and that's how a nigga got on 3 in the morning. He shot out me and Slash on some songs, and people would come back and say, man, that nigga Screw said what's up to you on the projects. You know what I'm saying? You know, Boo You and Red's number is his friend for real. You know what I'm saying? When me and Slash was doing our thing, so they would go back and forth and pass on information back and forth like that. But for him to reach and grab our shit, cause me and Slash was trying to learn as we go. I grew up around all the hot rappers. 3-2, Big Mike, Big, them my peoples, man, you know what I'm saying? But far as you stepping in the game and spending money and trying to do it yourself, you and your little crew, shit, it's a big difference when you trying to do that shit yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, and tell me about, it's one of my daddy's favorite rappers, Big Mello, what he meant to
that's
rapping skills.
That's my god brother, Ryan the Corner, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, well, people don't understand, man, when I first moved over here, man, I think I stole a nigga bicycle or something. Clean that bike be in front of the store, man, a bunch of bikes in front of the store all the time. I ain't got no bike, you know, my old lady ain't buy me no bike, you know, so I kept seeing that motherfucking bike. They be in the store playing that game. They got a jar of quarters. They in there on them games for a long ass time. So I take the bike and take it home and get some motherfucking kitchen paint or something and try to camouflage that shit. Yeah. So I used to ride to Mo City on the bike through the Glen Iris and all this shit. So I done fucked around and came on Geraldine Street. They all out there hooping. I'm on the bike. I done got spray paint all out of the motherfucker. One nigga grab that bike and say, Curtis, man, ain't this your bike? And I like the bike so much, I'm like, fuck them, man, this my shit. You know, This my introduction to these niggas. I just get over here. So they bomb a nigga ass, but I don't let the bike go. I'm swinging with this hand, but I ain't letting the bike go. Wow, till Gerald mama and them come outside and say, y'all stop jumping on that little boy. Y'all stop jumping on him. Curtis said, man, that mama, this is my bike. So I wouldn't let the bike go. They had to go get some wrenches and take all the rest of the bike loose, and I left with the handlebars because I wouldn't let the bike go. So I go walk back to the house. I'm mad at the motherfucker. My mom, what's wrong too? So I didn't really want to tell her what was up, but the next day them niggas came, knocked on my door, and Raymond and Ice Water, God bless the dead, Ice Water passed on. But they all came over to my house, Curtis, they knock on the door. My mama said, come on out, there's some people out here. So I go out there, I see these niggas again. I'm like, what the fuck these niggas want? So they say, man, what's your name, man? So I told them my name. They say, nigga, you wouldn't let that motherfucking bike go, man. You know what I'm saying? So they brought me out there and started fucking with me. They joked about it, but they would just let me know that, man, we fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know that's fucked up, you stole that bike, but nigga, you crazy. Nigga, we was beating your ass, you wouldn't let that bike go. You know what I'm saying? So after that, man, we just got to be friends. I be at their house every day. You know, Curtis and mama had like a record shop, sitting there jamming that music, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to be family, man. And
So Big Mello his mama had a shop, music shop.
Play that music.
Is that how he got into the music and stuff?
Well, his dad used to have like clubs and be having like the blues singers come down here to Houston and all that. So Mello was already sitting up under that shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's why he could sing that shit so good, man. You know, Mello used to win talent shows singing Al Green, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? See, I was a nigga with the dance type shit, but Curtis was talented. He could imitate motherfucking, man. I'm talking about he could imitate them singers. He'll go in the house and put that shit on and do an Al Green, nigga, fuck you up. I'm talking, he gonna put on like an Albie dress with that pick in it. I'm talking about he gonna touch that shit, man, for real. But I was a cat that I took dancing real serious, you know what I'm saying? So he used to go to roll with Scarface. He would come and get little moves and different shit because he was face hype man. And then he'll run off with it and the cats would be like, man, I seen that nigga Mello doing your shit, man. I don't give a damn. He come over here, we go to the park for hours practicing the fucking. I didn't care because I wasn't finna do it in front of people. I was on some shot shit at first, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dang, so I know you was in the streets at first. How did you transition into the music?
Shit, go ahead, lock your ass up.
You say what?
Hey, lock your ass up.
Yeah. So you ain't had you only had time to just do music when you was in jail.
Being locked up wasn't for me, man. I'm all about.
So why did you get locked up?
Out here, man, like you say, I ain't had no big brothers and sisters, man. This was a testing area. This neighborhood from Buffalo to the Manor, man, you gonna get tested, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no big brothers and sisters and no daddies and uncles, you know what I'm saying, man, you gonna be getting your ass checked and pushed around, you know what I'm saying? And I just kind of got tired of that shit, you know? And Funky Bumpkin was telling me, say, man, pick up something and this and that and other. You know, old school niggas just telling you shit, not knowing that a nigga listening to them. And start standing up for myself and defending myself, but that shit called aggravated assault. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I feel justified because motherfuckers keep pushing and jumping, but when the police come, nigga, that's assault.
Yeah, especially as you get older.
You going your ass downtown, So a couple of times downtown, all that shit ain't for me because they treated everybody the same. They treat you like you ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm somebody, so I got to get out this motherfucker because I don't like the feeling that they treat you, man, you know what I'm saying? So I was always 100 when I was out here. And then that motherfucker it fuck with my soul, dog, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, when I got out, I'm in there looking at niggas shooting video. These my peoples.
Big Mello and them.
Yeah, they my Big Mike 3 to them niggas. That shit hot. That shit rotating, huh? And I tell a nigga in that motherfucker, man, that's my peoples right there. Nigga like, man, you don't know them niggas, man. Chill out, nigga. You know, they think, because everybody lying, so. Fuck you think, you know, they think I'm lying because everybody sitting up all night riding, lying and shit, you know. So I said, I show their ass. And when they finally turned me loose, man, all my company was street military. You know, I went on the road street military for a little while. Shout out to Kidnapping them, man. And Lil Fleet and Ice and Hot and all my people, man. And they took me and let me get a feel of on the road and how it is with the crowds and different shit like that. And then I started rocking with Les Money. That's my sister. You know, Les was one of the hottest females at one while. You know what I'm saying? We riding around in foreign cars and, you know, Les would get paid and chunk and some. Let me hype up her shows. She was just, they don't even do that no more, man. People so jealous hearted and so mind stuck in their way nowadays. But back then, man, you could jump on a ticket with somebody. I see 3-2, man, 3-2, man, come on. I could just be the ran into him at the club. They finna perform 3-2, be my fans say, come on, baby.
Yeah.
You just going up there, let a nigga touch the mic, and it ain't like that no more, man. People just really on some selfish shit out here versus how I came up and, you know, interacting with the artists down here.
So, you know, I know you say you got out of jail, you started doing the rapping and stuff. Tell me about, I think this was 96, tell me about the third Big Mello album that you was featured on multiple songs, Southside Story.
Well, man, shit, I was
how was that getting in the studio with Mello and
man,
that album?
It was crazy because I'm a fan of his shit. You know, so I play that nigga shit out on the weekend when I'm laying back, relaxing, letting my hair down. I play that bitch till it stopped working. You know what I'm saying? So I was already put something together. Me, J Slash, and Jamaica Mike. I had a group. I was called .38 Gangsta Mac. We put out an album called Gangsta Mac. So we was learning as we go. So you know, learning shit costs. And my partner and my other partner they get into it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know we gonna have our differences, but if getting into it hindering us from getting to the shit, it's getting distracting to me. Cause I don't mind y'all having your disagreements, but this shit holding us up. So Curtis come on the West. I used to be on the West hustling and doing different things. Mello come get me. I don't know how this nigga found where I stay, man, cause people didn't know where I live at. And this nigga popped up, knocked on my motherfucking door. So what's up, nigga? He say, man, come ride with me. I get in the car, we shoot the Galveston, man. It's in the daytime. We go to Galveston, we pull up at a club. Mello go in there, he say, man, you remember my shit? I like, hell yeah, I remember your shit. We go in there and rock the club for like 30 minutes. I think the man gave us like $1,200 just. We get in the car, he give me $600, he keep the other seat. He take me back home. 2 days later, he picked me up again. He say, man, I'm finna drop this album. I need you to help me put this album together. I don't really know his situation with rap. I don't even know what's going on, but he keep pulling up at my spot, fucking with me about the music. I always wanted to go head up with this nigga, man, because right now, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready for his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he done heard some shit, but he don't know I'm ready to get in this room with you, nigga. So, he take me on Bat 10. He take me on Bat 10, meet Ronnie Bookman, Mo Dangerous, you know what I'm saying? All them. So, Bookman queued up, the first time Mello queued up 2 mics in the glass. And what we done? I think, was it Strap Assassin? It was one of them songs that, man, they just done the music, man. Running them don't know me, so they want to see why Mello keep bragging on me, why he bring me over there. So they queued us up in that motherfucker. And I came in the game as a freestyle artist. I never wanted to write shit down. I just an off the head type person. So, and Curtis knew this shit. So we get in that motherfucker and they playing that Strap Assassin. It was just a track. So they running that motherfucker. So Curtis grabbed it first. He grabbed that motherfucker. You know, he gonna fuck around, right? But I'm ready for this shit. I've been wanting to do this shit. I wanted to test myself up against the best to see is I'm ready to go. So man, I fuck with that shit, right? And then he came back. He came back like he's supposed to. But I'm a nigga. I'm ready to go with this shit. Like that freeze. I'm ready for this shit. So when he came back, and I could look. I go off the crowd. Even when I used to like do talent stuff, everybody say, "Ooh, that put that key in my shit." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that second time around, that nigga he spit on some shit, and I could look through that glass, and everybody was like, they was rocking with him. I took that shit personally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when that bitch came back to me, I grabbed that motherfucker and I grabbed that bitch and was running with it. And I was just letting his ass see. So I grabbed that motherfucker and fuck with it. That nigga Curtis, while I was in the middle of my verse, that nigga come on there and said, "Ooh, bangs." And he said, "Hold on, you motherfucker, hold on." And he said, "Cut to me, hold on, motherfucker, you ain't gonna come in." I went in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I come out there, we came out of that glass, that nigga running book with him say, "Bangs, you bad motherfucker, boy." He said, "Man, that's what you need to help finish the album." So they would shoot me tracks and shoot me tracks. I finished the motherfucker. They shoot me, put a verse on this, put a hook on this. I'm telling you, we done a lot of music over there, man. Yeah. You know, you can't, don't put like, what, 12, 14, 15 songs make you cut, but we done a lot of, I done a whole album over there too. Yeah. Called Gemini. Okay. I left it, but we was working, man, around that motherfucker.
I know on that album, I mean, I think, I was listening to it this morning, I think you probably was the only feature on that album, the Southside Story album with Big Mello. But another question I had was, tell me how Woss Ness came into the picture of Hiram Clarke.
Oh man, them my peoples right there, man. Yeah. You know, little head you stay across the street from my mama.
Yeah.
Big B stayed about 4 houses on the sidewalk from them my partners, man. You know, Boone, that's my god brother, man. You know what I'm saying? So me and Mello was we wasn't seeing eye to eye with the finances type of shit. And he was going through a lot of shit, dealing with success. It had been held up and, you know, distracted for a lot of years putting the albums together. This situation in my eyes was like, man, this can help you and me get to what we supposed to be. But dealing with pressures and, you know, he had kids and his wife and different shit going on. He was dealing with his shit the best way he could. I was dealing with the shit I was going through the best way I could. So that's where we was, you know, clashing at. So if you gonna give me, we agreed a certain amount of money for me through the shows and everything. So if it get to the point where the money ain't what we agreed on, I gotta stop and think, am I just gonna start following and just going for whatever? I'm a Gemini, man. I ain't gonna, you know, it's gonna be hard. I ain't gonna just be going for any motherfucker. Cause I'm a man of my word. I try to stand on what I tell people. So JC was like, say, man, a Big Steve had passed on. And he was like, man, I'm still putting this shit together. And I got some people over here, you know, little homie them and whoop the whoop. And man, we got some nice shit we doing. So I said, all right, man, I'll come over there. And one night, that nigga called me in the studio with Running Book with him, man. And Jay called me on the phone talking some shit about 12 o'clock at night. They're at Arville studio, that Out of Control song, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, boy, you come over, you can get on this song if you can fuck with it. He was fucking with me like, these niggas gonna tie your ass up when you get over. And at that time, you don't tell me no shit like that. Not at them times like that. You don't tell me no shit like that. Man, I jumped in the car and shot my ass over there, man. They in that motherfucker. It's running. They in this motherfucker. This motherfucker jamming, man. You know, I love them old school beats. You know, that Out of Control, don't. Then I hear Big B in there spitting on that bitch. Little head in there shaking this shit up. You know, he let me hear some of the shit, and I ain't got shit wrote down. Then I said, man, let me go and knock my shit out. Jay said, you sure you want to go? You ready? You ain't gonna write nothing down too? Man, let me in this motherfucker, man. And I go in there. That's why I came across. I say, young niggas scoot over, drunk or sober. It be me, sticky green. Y'all got me high up on it. Because I just spit what I felt, what was going on. I was good at the time. Like, whatever the hell going on, I was one of them niggas. And Curtis, they knew that shit, like, said to get right on the page. So I made that cut on that, and then we sat down and talked about me basically coming over there. And I'm a good person at coordinating shows, coordinating show tape, and like a hype nigga. If you keep me on that shit, that's easy to me, you know what I'm saying? That ain't no, that's my shit. You can put me on my front porch on that shit. And so that really was my approach to going over there rocking with the Woss Ness, was kind of mending shit together. Because all them cats had talent. Jay just wanted to make it look to the crowd that we on point, we in sync, and we look like we know what we doing. So that was my main role in the beginning.
What did Woss Ness mean to Hiram Clarke?
Shit, man, it meant everything. Because like I say, wasn't nothing popping off at the time. And you know, you get a group of niggas on stage rocking, man, moving the same way, man, and representing all this shit that was going on around here. You know, if you get into them Woss Ness projects, them lyrics was backstreet, like, this shit was what was going on around here.
I ain't gonna lie, them Woss Ness projects probably was the hardest spitting albums to come out of Houston.
Cause you got too many different styles of niggas grew up on so much different shit, and combined into a song that, okay, this the title of the song. So you got Head gonna say how he came across and what it is. You got Big B got his way of spitting. You got Boom that really was outside, really putting his hands on this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got me, then you had niggas like Boogeyman, and then you got Lil Steve that's a motherfucking hook writing son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a lot of talent packed there. So whenever them projects got done, that shit was gonna be some head bust ass shit. I already knew that, because sitting in there writing with them cats, you got Love in there cooking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cooking, like, tailor making this shit for us. He been around us. We've been around each other since kids, so he tailor making them tracks to motherfuckers. That was some dangerous shit over there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Was Big Steve from Hiram Clarke too?
Yeah, he from Chicago.
Okay.
But he grew up out, he came out here and he planted himself out here.
Okay.
In the Clark, yeah.
Okay.
So God bless Big Steve, was a super talented cat, man.
Yeah.
Live, big fly. I like that nigga, man. he will deliver that shit to your ass. He wasn't scared, you know what I'm saying? And he'll feature with any motherfucking body. You got people comfortable in their own skin, but when you take them out of their comfort zone and you got to meet a nigga in Beaumont and talk this same shit, you know, Steve was a nigga you could send him somewhere and he gonna stand on it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I got a controversial question, you know, for the people in Woss Ness. Who you think, you know, even though you being a rapper too, who do you think was the hardest person in Woss Ness?
Shit, Boom.
Boom.
Boom Diligent.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's my God, brother, man. Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to some. Go back and listen to some of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all the Woss Ness, not just the shit I was involved. I'm talking about they got albums before that. You know, they had the Bang and Screw right before I came, and then they got the Painted. And listen to that shit, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Like I said a minute ago, man, them Woss Ness projects, lyrically, probably the hardest albums to come out of here.
Spitters, man.
For sure.
I'm talking about from like
For
Mac
sure.
Biggers to Boogie, man. I'm
Mac
talking
Biggers, yeah.
some motherfuckers was over there spitting, man. You get Jay put you in the room with motherfuckers, you gonna have to do your motherfucking thing. Are you coming off? They gonna take that shit off of there.
Yeah.
If it ain't holding up to the standard, you gonna your ass that shit come off and you can't take a person.
Yeah.
You tried, don't nothing beat a person if this you just didn't try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, Boom, man. God damn, man. It's a lot of shit y'all ain't even heard.
Yeah.
That boy is dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your rap name being too fancy. Where'd you get that name from?
Well, they used to tease me, man, like the big one, like Ronnie Coleman, Smith, and Kenny Bell, like, cause they used to always see me at the functions. And they be like, nigga, where you come? I catch the bus to Montrose and Westheimer with them shit be going down in Spuds. Used to be a club called Spuds McKenzie and all that shit. I'm getting to that shit, man. If it got something to do with this type of entertainment shit, I'm gonna be at that motherfucker and they'll see me and be like, nigga, and I'll be neat, like clean, ready for what the situation is. And Smith say, boy, that nigga said it too fancy for y'all. And it was like a little joke at first. And then they would say it, tease me so much till I just started rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be somewhere and somebody walk up and tease me and they say, what you call you? It was like this nigga, right? Niggas like that. They'll see me somewhere and call me that shit. And it was like a little joke in the neighborhood joke. But shit, folks start saying, yeah, and the teachers will walk up and say, and I'll be in class, you know, they'll pull me to the side, boy, you fake out them fancy shoes on, you such and such and such. So I just ran with it, man, coming up out like the 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, that fancy air, you know, just you being fancy and stuff, that was kind of like a Southside thing, kind of being just player.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
Haircut
Man, I used
good.
I used to stamp them on my fitted pro style hats and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then niggas want to buy the hat from me. Man, this my hat. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up,
Yeah. And now, now going back to the slab thing, what is your definition of a slab OG?
The person itself or the ride?
Just the OG. If somebody wanted to get on, if somebody came to me and was like, man, I want to get on this interview, I want to get on and do an interview, and you know, this being SlabOGsTV, what would be the criteria of them being a true slab OG?
Man, it'd be somebody like, I'm gonna go with age, and then I'm gonna get on my age, like. But I would start out with somebody like Black Alvin, you know what I'm saying? Georgie Boo, you know, the cats that was before me. You know, like I said, I was a certain age, so I couldn't drive, had no license, so we had to sit on the sideline and watch the game from a distance. And I used to like how Black Alvin used to do it, man. He had a nasty ass Impala, he backed over the colors. Oh man, like Georgie Boo, Denhead George, G-Boy, Lil Next Door to Love. You know, them the cats that I used to sit on the sideline and be like, man, they do it classy and player. And then fall into my age, close to my age bracket, like my kinfolk, Jonathan Coleman, you know what I'm saying? White Boy Glenn, you know, Rick with the Bird, and cats like that, man, like, because as far as the life, it ain't so much of the cars, it's the life and the cars and represent your turf first, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's a mixture of shit. When you're back against the wall, man, niggas used to have to grind and get lawyers, man. I done seen like niggas back up against the walls and they make it through. You know what I'm saying? Jay and them had some rough shit. You might see him and he got like a big sense of humor. You know, he ain't gonna be talking about his trials and tribulations, but I done watched this nigga go through shit and come back. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of humble like CC, Eric B. You know what I'm saying? Them cats done went through shit, man. They done got took away from this bitch. and they never knew if they was gonna ever come back to this motherfucker again. You know what I'm saying? Then when you see them, if I didn't tell you that, you'll see them niggas and they don't even look like they went nowhere. They look like they been out here with us the whole time, all them years. They on their feet. You don't owe nobody shit. You know, they got money, take care of their homes and shit. So I look at a slab OG is cats like that make it through the drama. Got their cars took, their home took, their freedom took. You know what I'm saying? They was like counted out. And then you'll see them with me right now today. And if I don't point them out or tell you that, you won't even know it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's my definition of it.
But it had to be somebody that rolled back then.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because they made it to now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about a nigga mama hit the lottery and they fixed him a car. And I'm talking about going through the shit. You know what I'm saying? Law's looking for this nigga. Now he got to put his car up. Now he got to save up some money to pay a lawyer. It's like all this shit for the slab. The slab don't mean that much to everybody. A nigga done got shot up and jacked and everything. Soon as a nigga get back on his feet, shout out to Milton, man. Soon as a nigga get back on their feet, they piecing up them cars. That's a true slab nigga. You got almost got your life took. You done got your ass kicked. The police had your ass in Bentab with handcuffed to the bed. They stitched your ass up. Then the law was gonna take you straight out of there to the county. You know what I'm saying? Your car in the pound. These niggas done stole the shit off your car before they took it to the pound. Now your car on the ground somewhere. You in the hospital shot up, fucking with this shit. As soon as you get back right, you somewhere looking for a motherfucking car on the internet to do that shit all over again. That's a real slab nigga. Because the average motherfucker say, man, fuck them cars, man. Motherfucker almost killed me, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wish a nigga would pull up in a motherfucking car talking to me about, you know, the average nigga ain't about that life. Gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna buy me a Lincoln or Benz or something. I ain't fucking with that shit.
And my last two questions. My first question being, who are your, not who are yours, but who do you feel are the slab kings? And my second question, your top 5 greatest slabs of all time. So first question being, who are the slab kings?
Oh man, it's woo nigga, this is gonna be a whole
put
lot
some pressure on you.
Cause I'm a car bandit ass nigga, man. So my opinion is like, Toast, you know what I'm saying, Eric Evans, Jabbar, man. You know what I'm saying? Jabbar done fucked some shit up around here. JC, you know, family. Yeah. I'm like white folks, nigga. I'm always throw my family in there. Yeah. White boy Glenn touch that shit and it be right. It don't be tacking, man. It be, oh man. Ooh shit. Let me see.
What about Mud?
Mud was just fucking with us. I'm talking about niggas that's really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That goddamn essay.
Well,
God bless the dead, man.
Mexican Joe?
Yeah, Mexican Joe, my partner, man. Oh my God. I'm talking about some immaculate. I'm talking about nigga go down, you gonna turn your motherfucking head. Yeah. When Mexican Joe came out with that motherfucking that slant.
Slant with 8 elbows. 8 elbows.
Brand new cut.
Yeah.
There wasn't no man, ain't buy that shit for nobody around the corner. That shit was brand new.
Yeah.
Cut them hoes and put in the stack. Hey man. God damn, man. I'm talking about like fucking shit up. Now I love them niggas. I wrote in this. I'm just saying something that's like that Fleet Jabbar put together. That's fucking shit up. You know, you gon' look at this shit. Yeah. You don't give you an Indian, Chinese nigga, you gon', even if you don't really know what that shit is, some of this shit gonna make your ass. I liked that GP JC put together too, that 77, that orange GP. Yeah. That was neat and nice. I liked that.
Okay, you speak on the orange. Before I get to the 5 greatest slabs of all time, where did the orange come from in Hiram Clarke?
Out here, Jay and them. Okay. You know, they was out here. That was, at one while we was trying to narrow down, like, let's get us a color. Because at first, the Clarke was that raw blue. Okay. You know, Smitty and then the game started getting different. So we stamped it down, especially at around about the time that Woss Ness started back picking up momentum, you know, with all that deuce out the roof and rolling chrome and shit. So we stamped that orange for a minute, you know what I'm saying? It was looking good too. Yeah. So that was a Hiram Clarke thing with some of the G's came together and they started spraying up shit, and it was nasty for a minute because we used to all mob to the shows like that. Yeah. And we used to hop out orange and then we outside burn orange on fold. You know, that shit was looking crazy. I'm talking about all that Austin, that shit was
putting it all on the albums and all that. It looked
crazy for a minute. If you come outside to the club, if you pull up to come see the Woss Ness and then you look in that parking lot and see all that shit used to look And one while that shit was bananas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, so my last question, man. Top 5 greatest slabs of all time.
Ooh, man. Next time we gonna have to probably do 20. But
right
5,
now it's 5.
Right now 5 Mexican Joe.
Mexican Joe.
For sure Mexican Joe. Oh man, Jabbar. Toast. Can't leave Toast out. Toast that goddamn slam back one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When we saying top 5 greatest slabs, I want you to name the specific slab it was.
That slam back.
So slam back with Mexican
that
Joe.
Toast. The slam back Toast had too.
Okay.
And the slam back Mexican Joe had.
Yeah.
That Fleetwood. Now these niggas done had a bunch of slabs. I'm just telling you the ones that used to move me.
Yeah.
That Fleetwood Jabbar had with that tricolor grill and all that shit on there.
That's 3.
That was a replica. Smitty done that, and Jonathan brought it back, and then Jabbar brought it back. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3. That 77 Grand Prix JC put together. God damn, man.
That's 4. One more.
And then I gotta give it to Eric Evans. Had that 79 Monte Carlo, man.
Yeah.
That bitch look like a little toy, man. You know what I'm saying? That book and all that shit. Yeah, so for just the narrative 5 for right now.
Yeah.
I know later on we'll do this shit again. We'll stretch it out.
Yeah, it's way more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People didn't put...
I'm talking about around there. I'm talking about, no disrespect to like True Blue and oh man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could go, you know what I'm saying?
Way back.
Immaculate. I mean, Jimmy Bell had that two-door slant back, man. This shit was bananas around here. So next go around, we can fuck with that shit, because you know, these niggas went hard around this motherfucker.
Yeah, especially in the club.
Yeah,
in the beginning of it. So man, I'm leaving your music in the bio, link in the bio, you know what I'm saying? What's the way they can get at you?
Ah man, you can go on YouTube, 2 Fancy, number 2 FANCY, the new Southside, and you can subscribe, man, and then it'll pull up like all the stuff that I've been doing so far. I got a commercial I'm finna shoot for my clothing line, Break Bread clothing line. It's a jamming ass commercial, y'all like that. So I got a video and a commercial that I'm gonna be shooting in March. I'm waiting on my daughter to come back to the city, and Eric B come back from California. We're gonna put that together, and just rocking with my music and my clothes, man. And I got a slab at the house I'm putting together, so y'all see me outside in a minute fucking around. God say the same, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up on the phone. You said you were gonna come through. Yeah. And next time I'll come to your spot.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
Yeah, but see, you a real cat, because a lot of times people come up with excuses for not to take care of shit. Yeah. And I say, if you show up, the weather ain't that good, but I say, if he show up, I'ma show up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I get out all the time I've been doing this. I've never been late for a show. Anything I tell somebody with my name, I always show them. That's why everybody always grab me. That's why I always on the road with Les Money, Street Military, Big Mello, Woss Ness. That's why I was always gone, because they know if I locked it in on the phone, I'ma be there. And I don't care if we got out, and a lot of times that shit rough out of town. Them shows don't always be shit, van get shot. I'm talking about, you know, when I grew up doing this shit, it ain't like now. You can sit on the computer and send a nigga some music, and you had to rent that truck and y'all get out there. Yeah. And you don't know who done came out there before you that got all kind of shit started. So you still gotta hop out that motherfucker and stand on your shit and rep your turf, you know what I'm saying? So I always been a person, if I told somebody something, I'm gonna do it. If you're gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I appreciate you showing up out here fucking with us, man.
Alright, man. Appreciate
in my hood. This is a bone hard neighborhood, man.
I meet the plaza, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, y'all subscribe to the channel. I meet the plaza. I gotta say, that picture right there, I don't know if you want to show them that picture right there. R.I.P. Big Mello. R.I.P. Big Mello. Yeah. Hiram Clarke.
That's my god brother right there, man. That's the best that ever did that shit. Y'all stop playing.
Yeah. Already, man. We out, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel.